Okay, hey YouTube, this is Jaden from ShadowStrike again. There is a certain matter that has come up in our local tournaments quite a few times, and honestly, it's starting to really tick me off because people don't read or they haven't read the rule book, so they don't understand how effects work. So this video is dedicated to one card and its ruling. And I'm sure our locals is not the only place where this card has been misinterpreted, misconstrued, not understand properly, don't know how it works, or that, or something. So I've decided to do a whole video based on this card because, quite frankly, I'm tired of it coming up. And I don't know how many times I've explained this to people, but I just had to do this because to, one, get it off my chest, and two, maybe it can be a beacon of understanding for anyone out there who still is a little, misunderstanding about the card effect. Because if I have no problem explaining it to someone once, but when it's 2, 3, 4, 5 times, it starts to get a little annoying. So anyway, this video, what wrong thing, is around one card's ruling completely. Well, actually two, but you'll see my point here in a second. Let me find the card. Alright, here we go. This card right here. CEO Amaterasu. Grade 3 from the Oracle Think Tank clan with 10,000 base power. And the other card that can be added to this is it's the one from the OTT trial deck, Sakuya. But I'm going to read this card to you here for a second, and then I'll get to the part that gets confusing for other people. 1. Continuous effect. This is the important one here. During your turn, if the number of cards in your hand is 4, or greater, which means higher than 4, this turn, this unit gets 4,000 power. So that means that this unit will be at 14,000 base power when it attacks, and at all times during your turn, if you have at least 4 cards in your hand. Keep that in mind. Second ability. At the beginning of your turn, your main phase, Soul Charge 1. Look at the top card of your deck and put that card on the top or the bottom of the deck. Now, strategy-wise, you're going to check the top card. If it's a trigger, 9 times out of 10, you're going to leave it on top. Or if it's a card you are searching for, like a perfect guard or something like that, you'll also put that on top. If it's not, go to the bottom. And third, this is a Vanguard or Rearguard effect. When it's a cost of Soul Blasting 8 and Counter Blasting 5. When this unit's attack hits, that's another big thing. So many people have not learned that certain abilities only work when your unit's attack hits. When this unit's attack hits, you may pay the cost. If you do, draw up to 5 cards. Now, as all Vanguard players know, when your Vanguard is a grade 3 and it attacks, you will twin drive, meaning you will check for 2 drive triggers. If your hand is not at the 4 card limit when this attacks, and it is then met after the twin drive. So for instance, if you have 2 cards in your hand when this swings, let's say this swings, and it's at 10,000 power, and then you twin drive 2 more. That gives you 4 cards. That means her power is now 14,000, on top of if you hit any drive triggers. So for example here, say this is your Vanguard, and you're attacking a 10,000 attack Vanguard. 10 to 10, to make this simple. And say your opponent had guarded for 20,000. Okay? They guarded for 20,000. You swing. And let's say that you also had a boost of, let's see, if they guarded for 10,000 on a 10,000 Vanguard, you're looking at a 20,000 shield. Let's say you boosted for 6. So let's say you boosted 6 for her and you have 2 cards in your hand. So you swing 10,000 plus your 6,000 booster. That gives you 16,000 attack power. And you need 1 trigger to get over it. If you twin drive and you hit a trigger, obviously the attack's going to go through. But if you twin drive, you're going to draw 2 cards into your hand on top of the 2 that you already were holding before the attack. Because of the twin drive. Those 2 cards will give you a grand total of 4 cards in your hand, activating her ability, which is a continuous ability. Which means no matter when the effect is made, when the cost for the effect is made, it is active. So, if you swing for 16 and your opponent guarded for 20 and you draw 2 cards, that automatically puts her at 20,000. So that means the attack will hit. Now, I don't know how much easier I can make that to explain. It applies the same way for, I think it's Divination of Flowers Sakuya or something like that. It's the one that came out of the trial deck, but see, it's kind of like CEO, just really not as well in my opinion. But that's how this card works. And every weekend, it seems, when I go to locals on Saturdays at Alien Games, there's always somebody who still has not learned this ruling, and it is really starting to get annoying. So if you have any questions about this card's ruling, I just answered it for you. It's out there, and I hope I don't have to explain this anymore because it's starting to get on my nerves. But this is the ruling of CEO Amaterasu and her very first ability. That's right there. And I don't know how clear to make this. So, there it is. I wanted to make a video on this so everyone could get it, everyone understood, everybody's on the same page. So, I just wanted to show this to you. So, thanks for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe to us, and thanks for watching.